We are back for more winter beaver trapping here in Minnesota. So today we are on a farm pond. There's a farm over there and it's a pond. But the farmer lets me deer hunt. You guys might have saw video a couple years ago where I shot a really nice buck on some property. That farmer owns this pond here, and he said, you know what? The beavers have been doing some damage the last few years and I'm sick of it. He said, can you come and take care of them? I said, sure. He said, they've really done a number on everything and they dropped a bunch of trees across my tractor trail and yada, yada, yakety schmackety. You get the picture. Anyway, here at this pond today, there's a feed pile right there. There's a big lodge right there. I don't know how mudded up it is, but you can see at the bottom of these trees here, I'll flip it around. The bottom of that oak tree right there has been gnawed off by the beaver. That tree's dead. All these other hardwoods here, where the beaver have wrung the tree out, that tree's gonna die. And that might not happen next year, but it always happens. Anyway, so I come out here. Holy crapola! So hopefully I don't fall in. But from right here, I'm walking. You guys look, and this is the bonus, guys. Look at all these otter. Look at all this otter sign. There are otters living in the beaver lodge with the beavers in these bank dens. So otters eat beavers, they're enemies, but you will often catch them together. Anyway, there's otter sign everywhere, right back up in there. The otters have a spot where they're going under the ice. I'm setting a trap there for sure. And I just thought it was kind of weird that the beaver lodge was over there, but the feed pile's right here. Now I can see why. Because I think, well, right there, there's a massive run right there, you guys. Yeah, that one looks like it's darn near wide open, so that's one really good run. There's got to be more of them along the shoreline here. I can see that the water's way down, but the otters have been frequently using this place. So I'm gonna find some runs. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna show you this spot quick where the otters have been going in and out of the water. And I'm going to set a 330 up over here. Definitely someplace where they've been traveling. But you can see right here, there, and then right back here they have an otter toilet right there. And then right there, literally, that hole right there, they've just been coming in and out. So right here is a old beaver run or something that they've been frequenting. So I'm assuming I'm gonna set a trap there. Any other bank dens I can find, I'm gonna set up. I brought 5 conibears, so we'll see if we can get all those set. Anyway, I'm gonna do some poking around. We're gonna find some runs here. We're gonna get at her. We are at the next spot here. Just so you know, when I walked up to this, just to check it out, a very large beaver came out at a high rate of speed. So, I just want to get an idea of... Oh! Wow! Did you see that? Freaking giant torp. Dude, that was a big beaver. He just come out at Mach 24. Ridiculous, you guys. Oh, imagine if I'd have been standing in there. I'm really hoping that this beaver comes back while we're here. Because if he does, we'll hear him plain as day, thrashing around in this set. All right, well, try and get this trapped out again. There. Well, it's the best we're going to get out of it. I think that'll do it, you guys. Stick it in. this side. Another stick in this side. The only thing that scares me is this rock. There's a rock here. I'm hoping that this, gosh, it's so close to hitting this rock. It kind of scares me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. There, I think that might have did the trick. Yep, I think that'll clear the rock now. Okay. Oh no, I set this trap off. Who in the heck left me in charge? Okay, okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, there we go. Definitely gonna clear the rock now. Whew. I think I'm gonna go back and grab a Duke 330 to replace that first trap. I do not want that trap freezing into the ice tonight before Beaver gets into it. Anyway, this trap's ready. So we got 3 runs here actually. There's one there, one here, and the one we're about to set. This is an old beaver lodge, you guys. It's got some mud on it. I'll tell you what, in its heyday, this thing probably had 1,000,000 beaver in it. But not today, it doesn't. I think there's only 2 big ones in here, but I think that they are monsters. Straight giants, okay? Not to mention the otters are running around in here. Kind of, you know, I came here for the beavers, you know. Came here for the beavers, but I really want to catch an otter. And that's the good part about this pond. I mean, the otters are confined to this pond. I borderline wonder if there's some sort of fish in here, because it's a nice steep break. You walk across the deeper part of the pond, and it looks really dark, and you know, or not dark, but really yellow and deep, you know. This trap had a bunch of ice on it, so I just gave it a nice little bath. I went back and replaced that first 330 with a Duke. It's the exact same set. I literally just pulled it out and put it back in. So all 3 of these sets are getting set vertically because they're deep enough. I just have really good results setting them like this. No getting around it. This trap right down in here. There we go. Let's put this right across up here. Whatever's in there, we'll definitely not be pulling it under the water. There we go. Just checking that trap, making sure it's nice and straight across the run. And I'm going to push it down here to make sure it's not going to swing around on me a bit. Oh yeah. I think that's it. I'm just going to double check here. Yep. I don't like that. Sometimes you just don't like it. I can hear something wrestling around inside the lodge there. There we go. All right, that trap is set. Well, we got 5 sets in here. You guys see me make that set. I didn't get the other 2 sets. I know some of you guys say you watch me make sets all day long, but I don't want to make you watch this for 2 hours just so we can get some beaver traps in. But got those 3 sets in. Replaced that Victor with a Duke because it's shallower. 5 sets in. That one where we just seen the beaver come blowing out of there, dude, that was a big beaver. It looked big anyway. And then we got all these otters working around here, so I'm expecting a beaver tomorrow and an otter. We're gonna find out. We are back for our first check on this beaver lodge where the beaver came out like a giant massive torpedo out of the run and looked like megalodon. It was big, really big. Anyway, so I got my GoPro here. You guys have seen a mix of GoPro and tripod video. Well, I am shooting with a tripod today, but I left the tripod at the last lake about 8 miles back. So this first check on this lodge is going to be with the GoPro, and then I'm going to go back and get my tripod and continue on with that other places. But I'm really hoping to get that giant beaver today, and actually an otter. That's what I really want. Get an otter, big old 5-footer. Gosh, my personal best otter from nose to the tip of the tail is 58 inches long. Okay, now that's skinned and hanging. That's not actual length. Once you skin them, they get a lot of length to them. So anyway, yeah, let's do this. We are coming up on the 3 house runs that we set yesterday. I don't see any air in the first one. We're gonna take this stick right here and use it to check traps. Is what we're gonna do. Ooh, look at that. Perfect swivel stick. We're just gonna use this to check traps. Because I think there's just a couple big beaver in here probably, and those otters. Nothing in that trap. That trap is still set. Oh boy. There is a mix of air in this one. Feels like the trap is sprung here, but I don't feel nothing in it. And that's bad. Yeah, sprung with nothing in it. I don't like the looks of that. The next one here. Ooh, there's something in this trap. Something in this trap, you guys. Let's see here. Swivel stick is right there. There's my stake. I think we got beaver or otter. Looks like a beaver. Is that a small beaver? Oh, looks like beaver head to me anyway. It is. It's a little beaver. Well, I was wrong. I thought there was nothing but big ones in here. Well, there's a small beaver coming out of that run. We still got those are two good ones down there to check yet. Let's make our way down to This is a run that the beaver come flying out. Oh, well, see there's a beaver here. Beaver right there. Is this the big poppy that came plowing out, maybe? Yeah, it's a big beaver. It's a really big beaver, you guys. Holy. Perfect head catch on this beaver, I'll bet, too. This is exactly what I had envisioned last night when I went to bed, dreaming about this set today. Yeah, that's a big beaver. Oofta. Really big beaver. That is a tanker, you guys. That monster. It's a big beaver. Holy, huge beaver. Look at that. Woo. Grandpappy right by the head. That is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. Absolutely perfect head catch. You couldn't, and he's got both feet in there too. Trying to get up into that run. Couldn't have gotten a better catch on this beaver. Take your time and put those sets in just right. There's no reason you should miss them. You know, muskrat or something, or, you know, could come through. That happens, but a lot of times, as you can see, it will pay off big time. I got this beaver early last night too, probably right after I left. There we go. Huge blanket, huge monster. What you also might have noticed, that beaver did not move those sticks. That brand new Victor 330 took that beaver out instantly because those sticks were not moved one bit. Sweet. Not a bad check today. Not great. It was good. Let's not lie to ourselves. It was good. I always just, you know, whenever I'm trapping, a sprung trap just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It happens. Muskrats, you know, happens to everybody. When you see somebody that says, I've never had a sprung trap, there's always something in it, they're a liar. Straight liar. Okay. Anyway, use the GoPro, do those checks. I'm gonna grab my tripod here next. But there we go. Got that giant beaver that came torpedoing out when I went to make the set yesterday. And then we got a smaller one here. So, got these traps reset and we'll see you tomorrow's check. Well, we're back on this pond. Caught one really big beaver out here yesterday. The monster torpedo that came, no. We caught one really big beaver and one smaller beaver out of here yesterday. Got a monster that came plowing out of the run on video. You guys already seen that. We're back hoping to get the other big beaver and maybe an otter is what the plan is. So I did find you know, the house is over here, but way back on the other side I actually found a bank den that's being used, but I don't know if it's being used from the otters or the beavers. Full of bubbles, there's no feed pile, no sign of feed pile, so kind of confusing. Anyway, let's hope we got some more beaver today. Well, nothing in the first trap or the second trap, or the trap on the far end of the lodge, but these two traps, yesterday I got one in this trap right here, okay, and that other one was sprung, but today we got something in both of these traps. I'd really like an otter or the other big beaver would be all right. those pretty good size. Oh, there's a, yeah, there's a blanket beaver right there. Well, probably not, honestly, maybe it's not a blanket, extra large for sure, though. Right by the head coming into this run. So, I mean, that means there are more runs here, you guys. There's one down there I heard a beaver come out of, or something came out of it, but it's so shallow. I can't even get a trap in there, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's not a small beaver. That could be the mate to the other one, I'm not sure, you know. I'll check the other one over here quick. It'd be nice to get that giant otter. So yesterday's trap was sprung. There's nothing in it. It's gonna be just like a small beaver. That's an otter. Oh, that's an otter. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Haha. I knew it was gonna happen, you guys. Otter coming out of this beaver lodge. Big beaver and a nice big female otter. Suitcase catch on this otter, you guys. That's pretty sweet. Get him out of the trap here, that'd be great. There we go. It's a nice otter, nice sized otter anyway. That nice big beaver and a nice otter. Love it. Well, we can't complain at all. Nice sized beaver and a nice big otter. That's what I've been planning to catch, you know, a couple big beaver and a couple of these otters out of here is great. I've caught a 1-year-old. That one's probably, you know, that's probably a 2-year-old. It might be the mate for that first big one I caught the first day, and a big one or an otter. I'm not sure how many beaver are in here. And there's this big old house here, but the feed pile is not very big. But you never know. There could be a lot more under the ice I can't even see. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some sticks. I'm gonna set one more trap by my truck on the way out, and then we're gonna check this one more time. What's crack-a-lackin', everybody? Back for a final check on this beaver lodge. What have we picked up out here so far? I don't even know. A big beaver. I think 2 small beaver and an otter. That sounds about right. I've got so many beaver traps out right now, you guys. It's kind of hard to keep track. But I think that's what it is. But we're here for our very last check on the lodge today. Hopefully you can pick up another big beaver, or I'll take anything right now. So let's I'm gonna chop these traps out and maybe see some more stuff. Hopefully it's beavers and traps. Well, when we pulled every trap, there was nothing in any traps but this one here. Not sure what's in it. I just chopped it out and gave it a little tug, just so they could feel some weight in there. Hopefully it's that last big beaver, or maybe an otter. They weighed more than a muskrat, though, I can tell you that much. So, pull that back there too. Let's see here. Oh, Oh, hey, otter. Otter. Nice otter, you guys. Look at that. Perfect head catch on that otter too. That's awesome. You know why? Because that is otter number 4 for me. I'm limited out, as they say. Limited. Nice big otter too. Oh, man. I'll get my gloves wet, so I'll get my hands wet instead. But there we go. That's a nice, good-sized female otter. I can see here where it looks like the beavers have been chewing, because the otter definitely couldn't have got his head over there in that 330. This last beaver might be a smart one. Oh. Well, you guys, there we go. Last check, filled out our otter tags. Love it. I think we got 3 beaver and 2 otter out of here, which I cannot complain about that. A lot of people think that there's not many otters around. There's so many otters around. Honestly, most of these beaver ponds I'm trapping have some otter sign, and I don't know, exactly what they're living on all winter, because this pond here is relatively deep. I often wonder if there's minnows in here. So I mean, they can swim around, just eat minnows, muskrats, small beaver, anything on that order. I just don't understand how there's that much in this little tiny pond to sustain these guys all winter long. Yeah. Anyway, big otters, big beaver. I love it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Peace.